ಹೆಂಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Okay. Hope everyone is doing good. So today's session, we are going to learn a lot of things. Okay. First, we'll quickly look into an interesting fact. One torso picture information. It will be an added information to you. You will be identifying which place it is. We are going to know something more about this place. Okay. Today, it isn't about an inspirational story or a thought, but it is going to be about a place. Which place it is? Keep guessing. We will find it out. And someone say which place it is. ಒಂದು ಹಳೆ ಕಾಲದ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ತರ ಇದೆ. Don't think in that manner. If at all you look at this picture, are you able to guess in which city it is located? ಯಾವ ಊರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Come on. If you know, you can write it in the chat box. ಹಳೆಗಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ತೆಗ್ದಿರೋ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಇದು. ಇವಾಗ ಸಮೀಪದಲ್ಲಿ ತೆಗ್ದಿರೋ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಇನ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So with this picture, I'm trying to see whether you're able to identify which city am I talking about. I am talking about. No guesses? This is the current picture. ಇವಾಗಿರೋ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೀಗಿದೆ ಈ ಊರು. ಮೈಸೂರಾ? Good guess, Mysore. One of you have told something? No. Okay. It is none other than ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು. ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಇದು. ಮುಂಚೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೂ ಇವಾಗೂ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗಿನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವೆನ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್, ದ ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸೋ ಗುಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಮರಗಳಿತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಆ ಮರಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಫೇಮಸ್. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಜಾಗಗಳಿದೆಯಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? ತುಂಬಾ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಜಾಗ? ಲಾಲ್ ಬಾಗ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಕಬ್ಬನ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ಊರು ಇಷ್ಟು ಫೇಮಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಈ ಸಮೀಪದಲ್ಲಿ? ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎನಿ ಒನ್ ಟೆಲ್? ಸಮೀಪದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಊರ್ ಜನರು ಈ ಊರಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ರೀಸನ್ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ವಾತಾವರಣ ಅದೊಂದು ರೀಸನ್ ಖಂಡಿತ. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಆ ಊರಿನ ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ? ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್ ಲವ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್ ವಿ ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿಸ್ picture, you can see the companies that have been formed over here. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ಗಳು ತುಂಬಾ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿದೆ. ಬ್ಲೂ ಕಾಲರ್ಡ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲಿ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ನ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ? ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲಿ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. IT ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿದೆ ಈ ಊರಲ್ಲಿ. ದೇ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. At all you look towards the right hand side, the percentage of growth percentage, the new companies formed. You can see here it is 342%. They have compared with cities, various cities. If at all we look into 2012 to 13 and 2022, 23, a rapid growth, right? Rapid growth. It is a cosmopolitan city. It is called Silicon Valley of India. And mainly people who migrate over here, they come because of the salary intake that they get. The salary that is being paid over here is very high. Software engineers, a base salary over here. It ranks number 1. Bangalore is ranked 1, wherein people who are getting paid over here, the highest paid city. Blue collar workers, average monthly salary. ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಜನರು ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಜನರ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 16,498 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. When compared to other cities, Bangalore is in the topmost position. And if you see the growth of cars, that is, it is mostly congested. ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಒನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಟು ಅನದರ್, ವೈಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇಂದ ಸಿಟಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ because the roads are very much congested and the two-wheeler and four-wheeler vehicle population is huge. So Delhi car capital, Bangalore comes second. Mumbai's neighbor has seen highest percentage growth new car registrations. In numbers, Bengaluru recently overtook Mumbai. So pollution ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. That is why in summer, earlier it wasn't that hot as now it is. But now there is a drastic increase in the temperature because of this pollution. And most of the houses they have been equipped with these ACs. ಎಲ್ಲಾರ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎರಡೆರಡು ಕಾರು, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ವಾಹನಗಳಿದೆ. So because of this, the city has become so congested, and it is congested with a lot of two-wheelers and four-wheelers. So traveling in the city is a very big nightmare. One area where Bengaluru needs major improvement is traffic. So Delhi fares better with wider roads and larger area. But cruising on Mumbai roads is relatively easier. ಮುಂಬೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸುಲಭನೇ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಷ್ಟು ಸುಲಭವಲ್ಲ, ತುಂಬಾ ಕಠಿಣವಾದದ್ದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ರೋಡ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಂಜೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರತ್ತೆ, ನ್ಯಾರೋ ಆಗಿರತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೇನ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ, ಡ್ರಾಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಕಮ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಿಟಿ. ಓಕೆ. So it has been tagged as cosmopolitan city, Silicon Valley of India. So these are the information that we get to know about Bangalore. And a lot of famous places that are there in Bangalore are ISKCON, Lal Bagh, Kabban Park. ಬೇರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಜಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Fine. We'll begin today's session. ಹೋದ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೌನ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, verb and a noun, gerund and a noun. Yes, we had seen. Today we'll see one more kind of classification. Okay, what is it? Open-ended or closed compound words, hyphenated compound words. What is it? Hyphenated compound words. ನಿಮಿಷ. ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸೇರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಅ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್. We understood it as compound words. Now we are going to see further classification of it. Screen ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? Is my screen visible to everyone? Compound words are formed when two or more words are combined to create a new word with a unique meaning. It gives altogether a different meaning. We understood this. Yes, so compound words are formed when two or more words are combined. ಎರಡಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿರೋ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನ ಪದಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಸೇರಿಸಿದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡುವ ವರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯುಲೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಟೂತ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬ್ರಷ್, Tooth is altogether a different word. Brush is a different word. When we combine these two words, it is formulating as one word with a different meaning. So they are called as compound words. So the types of compound words. Open compound words. Open. Open andre ಏನು ma'am? These are formed when two words are used together but remain separate. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಫ್ರೆಂಚ್ ಫ್ರೈಸ್. ಫ್ರೆಂಚು ಫ್ರೈಸು ಎರಡು ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಸೇರಿ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಕಾಣ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? There is a space in between these two words. That is the reason they are being called as open compound words. Open compound words. They are called as open compound words. We'll be looking into few more words. Okay. Closed compound words. Two words are getting conjugated, but there isn't any space in between. It looks like one word itself. These are formed when two words are joined together with no space. There isn't any space or hyphen isn't placed in between these two words. Lip and stick. Lipstick. Lipstick. So if we look in this word, there isn't a space after this word lip. It is written together without any space or hyphen. So these kind of words are called as closed compound words. Next we have hyphenated compound words. Hyphen. Hyphen na ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು dash ತರ. Yes, they are called as hyphenated. These are formed when two words are joined with a hyphen. Mind and blowing. Mind blowing. You know any other compound word wherein we have joined it using a hyphen? ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹೈಫನ್ ಹಾಕಿರೋ ತರ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗಿವ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೈ, ನಾಟ್ ಅನ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ. Only if we start saying, we'll be getting to know, your friends will be learning, even I myself will learn from you. Yes. Okay, three kinds. We have classified compound words into three of kinds: open, closed, hyphenated. Open, there is a space between two words. It is a compound word, but it is separated with a space or a gap. Closed, there isn't any gap. Hyphenated, we have placed a hyphen in between these two words. Now we'll be looking into few words pertaining to this. Okay, on all these three types. First, we'll have look into open compound words, wherein two pictures would be put up on the slide. Okay. You need to identify what the word is. Okay. ಏನ್ word ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನೀವು ನನಗೆ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. Come on. Start. First box. What is it? First A. First one I have done for you. Next one you are going to tell me. ಒಬ್ರು ಈಜೋ ತರ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತೊಂದಲ್ಲಿ it is kind of a pool. What is this word? Very simple, right? ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿರೋ ಪಿಕ್ಚರೇ ನಾನು ಹಾಕಿರೋದು. What is this word? First A. First one I have done for you. Next one you are going to tell me. ಒಬ್ರು ಈಜೋ ತರ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತೊಂದಲ್ಲಿ it is kind of a pool. What is this word? Very simple, right? ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿರೋ ಪಿಕ್ಚರೇ ನಾನು ಹಾಕಿರೋದು. I've told it. Swimming pool. We'll check. Swimming pool. After we write swimming, there is a space, then we write pool. Okay? ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಒಗಿತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ತರ ಇದೆ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತರ ಇದೆಯಾ or what else we can call by looking at this picture. Washing machine. We'll see. Perfect. ಒಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಇದೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಒಂದ್ ಚಂದ್ರದ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಇದೆ ಏನಿದು ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಟೈಟಲ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವರ್ಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ತುಂಬಿದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನನಗೆ ಹೌ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಟೆಲ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ full moon correct full moon see there is a space after this word full this word is an example for open compound words ಒಂದು ವಾಹನ ಅದನ್ನ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋ ತರ ಇದೆ ಪಿಕ್ಚರು ಇಟ್ ಲುಕ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ a vehicle given in the first picture another picture a person is telling to stop easy bus stop rather than me telling the word directly I thought of giving you pictures and letting me know the answer this one ಇದೇನಿದು very simple picture only a simple word to be identified no idea ಕಂಡಿಡಿಯಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ ಒಂದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಭಾಷಣಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಏನದು ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ ಕಲರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರೋ ತರ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾಟ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಹನಿಕೂಂಬ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹನಿಕೂಂಬ್ ಜೇನ್ ತೆಗಿತೀವಲ್ವಾ ಜೇನ್ ತುಪ್ಪ ಹನಿಕೂಂಬ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ಆನ್ಸರಿಂಗ್ MDRS 116 Sabarna then one more center also have answered KRCRS SC 402 thank you one indicates a direction another is a pillar kind of a structure is it exactly a pillar or some other name ಇವಾಗ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಹಿಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಯಾರೋ ನೋಡೋಣ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ಸೋ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಿದು snowman see all these words are examples for open compound words okay ಒಂದ್ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಫಿ ಬೀಜಗಳಿದೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ರು ಅಂಗಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿರೋ ತರ ಇದೆ ಏನಿದು ಕಾಫಿ ಶಾಪ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಾಫಿ ಶಾಪ್ so interactive students are very nice first aid swimming pool washing machine full moon bus stop honeycomb north pole snowman coffee shop so these are the words that we have seen as examples for open compound words now we'll have a look into closed compound words okay We identify the closed compound words. Eggshell. Wow. Eggshell. Correct. Eggshell is the word. ಕಾಲು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ ಕಲರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇದೆ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್. What is it? Football. Football. Wow, wow, super. Tooth or a teeth. What do we call this? ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಹಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಟೀತ್ ಅಂತೀವ ಟೂತ್ ಅಂತೀವ? ಟೂತ್ ಬ್ರಷ್. ಗ್ರೇಟ್. ಇದು ಕಪ್ ಕೇಕ್. Great. Easy. This example I would have shown you while explaining closed compound words itself. Lipstick. Correct. It's a closed compound word. Okay. Cupcake ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಇದೇನಿದು ಕೇಕು? It is a pancake. Correct. It is a pancake. Quick enough. Answers are coming so rapidly. Great enthusiasm. Handbag. While you're writing handbag, don't give a space in between. I see many centers writing the word by leaving a space. Don't leave a space. If at all we leave a space, it is open compound words. Wherein handbag is an example for closed compound words. We don't you give a space in between. ಮಳೆಗಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ಮಳೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇದು ನಾವು ತುಂಬಾ ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಏನಿದು? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ರೈನ್ಕೋಟ್. ರೈನ್ಕೋಟ್. You shouldn't use a gap, a space in between. We are seeing closed compound words. ಇದೇನಿದು? ಒಂದು ಕೈ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕುರ್ಚಿ. ಏನಿದು? ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಮನೇಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಕ್ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ. It is a kind of a chair, armchair. Foot and a ball. We saw football. What is this? ಇದೇನಿದು? Footpath. Correct. Footpath. Now you have rectified. You aren't using space in between. Great. ನೋಡಿದ್ರ? By making a mistake also we tend to learn things, and you are giving awareness to others, 10 centers and students as well. Good. Eyesight. We'll see. Eyesight. I have very good eyesight. I don't wear glasses at all. Eyesight. Earring. Yes, earring. Keyboard. We don't place key and board and give this picture. It will become a musical instrument. Altogether a different word with a different meaning altogether. Yes? Eggshell, football, footpath, toothbrush, cupcake, lipstick, pancake, handbag, raincoat, armchair, footpath, eyesight, earring. As word was keyboard. All these are examples for closed compound words. First we had seen open compound words, then we have seen closed compound words. Now we are going to see hyphenated compound words. Okay, hyphenated compound words. I see many centers joining now. Today's session we started with, let me give a quick recap to you. Today's session we began learning something about Bangalore. Information about Bangalore was shared. Then we saw meaning of compound words and the types, its classification. Previous session was about noun and a noun, combination of compound words, noun and a verb, gerund and a verb. Today we are seeing its further classification as open, close, hyphenated. Okay. Hyphenated. Hyphenated. Hyphen. We put a hyphen, right? Mother-in-law, atte antivi. So mother-in-law, when you write this word, it is not three set of words, individual words. It is been bifurcated by leaving a hyphen in between. ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹೈಫನ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿರೋ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಮದರ್ ಇನ್ ಲಾ, ಫಾದರ್ ಇನ್ ಲಾ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಮೆರಿ ಗೋ ರೌಂಡ್, ಮೆರಿ ಗೋ ರೌಂಡ್ ಯಾರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇಷ್ಟ ಮೆರಿ ಗೋ ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ? ಐ ಲವ್ ಇಟ್. ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲೇ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್, ನಿಯರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್, ರೈಟ್? Short term, short term, short and term. We are not just leaving a space or without a space, it isn't written. Between these two words, there is a hyphen in between. Up to date, user friendly, user friendly, brother in law, t-shirt, t-shirt, editor in chief, editor in chief, t-shirt. You know any other words pertaining to hyphenated compound words? You can let me know. I'll give you some time. I'll give a minute time. Let me know examples for hyphenated compound words wherein we are using a hyphen in between. See, I'm getting a lot of answers. Check in, check out. Okay. Co-pilot. Very nice. A new word. Altogether a new word. Co-pilot. Runner-up. Yes. He was a runner-up in the competition, running competition. Runner-up. X-ray. Multi-talented. Multi-talented. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕಲೆಗಳು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. She can do a lot of tasks at a single time. She's multi-talented. Well known. Part-time. Part-time job. Yes. I will work in this town company as a part-time employee. Yes, close-up is as well a hyphenated compound word. Perfect. Lot of new words. Correct. All the answers. Commander-in-chief, like how we say editor-in-chief, commander-in-chief. Super makle. Commander-in-chief. Close-minded. Okay. Runner-up. Yeah, that is being told. Lockout. Lock up. Great. Now we are going to look into, we have seen compound words. Last session was also about compound words. Today's session also we quickly recap the meaning of compound words and we saw its further classifications and identify a lot of words. Getting answers now also very nice. Right. Now we are going to see words. What words? Word family. And that too, which is in the pattern of CVC. Consonant, vowel, and consonant. In this pattern, you are going to classify the respective word families. Very easy one. Okay. CVC pattern word families. Sorry, it isn't CVC. It is three-letter word. Ac, ain, a. Vowel consonant. Vowel. In some words, we see ain, ac. So it is having this ending sound. Ac, ain. We are going to categorize it. Ac, hack. Correct. Next, lack. Not LAKH. This is lack of energy, lack of money. I didn't have much money. Lack of energy, lack of money. Black. Correct. What else? What is the one more word that is remaining? One more word is pending for the word. Crack. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗೋಡೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಏನ್, ಏನ್, pain. Any other word can you say apart from the word that is mentioned over here? Pain. Okay. Brain. One center has answered in one shot itself all the words that comes under ain family group. Brain, pain, explain, complain, ache, can tell fake. It is a fake money. ನಿಜವಾದದ್ದು, it is a fake one. Real and fake. Lake, break, correct. You can say break. B-R-A-K-E. B-R-E-A-K ಅನ್ನೋದು E-A-K ಆ ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡತ್ತೆ. A-K-E ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಯೋ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನನಗೆ ಬೇಕು. Bake, cake, take, make, correct. All these words are ending with this egg sound. Lake, bake, cake. Any other word can you tell? Any other word can say for ack, ain, egg? Can let me know in chat box. Backpack. Yes. In that Dora Explorer, we come across backpack, snack, rack. Okay. Rock, O-C-K. It is not A-C-K. Rock comes under this O-C-K group. Rock, flock, mock. It is different word family. But a good try. It comes under O-C-K family group. Okay. Nice. Train. Correct. In family group. So in English, when we would have come across these words: believe, sufficient. What am I going to tell? Wait, hold on. Sufficient, receive, ceiling, quotient, glacier. We see in few words, it is having E sound. It is a digraph wherein I and E or EI, it gives the sound of E sound. Okay, E, believe, sufficient. Here, it isn't giving E sound. It is altogether giving a different sound, IE. It should have given us E sound, but it doesn't give it. Like here, believe, ಈ ವರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ E sound ಬರ್ತಿದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ತರ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Receive. See here, the letters are jumbled up. E is coming in the front, next I is coming. But it is giving the sound of E. Ceiling. Here, shen. Sh sound is coming. Quotient. Again, here E sound isn't coming. Here, glacier. Sh sound is coming. How do we identify? See, it is a digraph. EI or IE. It should give us E sound. But not all words gives us this E sound. It is giving totally different set of sounds. One is giving E sound, sh sound. How do I identify it? There are few rules which helps us in identifying it. Okay, we look into it one by one. We use I before E when it gives E sound. What is the rule? We use I before E. Rule number 1 is we write I before E for E sound. Believe, believe sound. See, E sound is coming. Believe. So soon after this L, we are getting the sound E. Believe. Right? I before E for E sound. Field. Chief. We had written this commander in chief word, right? So in these words, if you notice, it is IEF. If we are getting E sound, I is placed before the letter E. I is placed before the letter E. It is not E after I, it is I after E. After I, we write E. The second rule is we write E before I. See, we do understand that believe. It is E sound. So why can't E come before I? Write E before I for E sound except C. Receive. RE, if at all it is having a C before this E sound, we write it as EI. We don't write it as IE. If C is placed before E, write E before I for E sound except C. So before this E sound, there is a C that is being placed over here. That is the reason we write this spelling. R-E-C-E-I-V-E. E-I comes here, not I-E. Conceive, receive, sealing. So how do I understand whether it is I-E or E-I? Right? I before E sound. If at all it is having C letter before this E sound, it is an exception to it. Except C. If C is placed, then we write it as EI. Otherwise, we write it as IE only, although it is E sound. Okay, this is rule number 2. Third rule, IE not only gives us E sound, but also shin sound. Quotient, patient. Any other word having the shun sound. Patient, quotient, shun sound. Isn't my screen visible? I've got this comment as screen isn't visible. It is visible, right? IE not only gives E sound but also shun sound. If it comes NT, if NT comes towards the end, it gives us the sound of shun, quotient, shunt, nt, nt. N gives the sound, a phonic sound, quotient. Rule number 4, if IE comes after C, remember, if IE comes after C, correct, it gives us the sound of sh. One sentence has given me a word now, efficient. Nt, NT is the ending letter. So it gives us the sound of sh, shunt sound. Okay. NT is its ending word. That is the reason we place IE before it. If IE comes after C, suppose in after C there is an IE, it doesn't give us E sound. What is the sound it gives? It gives us the sound of sh. Glacier, glacier, ancient, sufficient, sufficient, glacier, GLACIER, ANCIENT, sufficient. So this is the 4th rule. Last one. Certain words, EI, they have sounds like A. A is the sound. EI sounds like weigh, vain, weight. A. It isn't giving E sound. Like receive, EI gave us the sound of E. Whereas in these words, it is giving us the sound of A. Weigh, vain, weight. Okay? Fine. In today's session, we have had a look into compound words, its classification as open, compound, and hyphenated. Identified few words pertaining to it. Then we saw word families. Then when do we use EI, IE, and what are the different sounds that it gives us? Shunt, sh sound it gives in certain words, it is having E sound. Yes? Okay. So that is it. That is it for the day. Children, we'll meet once again the coming week. Thank you so much. Thank you, teachers, coordinators, for us helping me in this session. We'll meet once again in this week. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.